Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down throw, Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jerome Baker in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Redskins 30.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Shut up. There you go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and 13.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go. Let's get there. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Watch the run. 180. Check 9.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bring it. SOS.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline connects on the extra point. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Lady.
To throw is Darnold. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
It's going to be a long day. 58 lady. 58 Mike. Stop your body. Hey, Delta. 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
At the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Jets, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
53 to the left. Watch the screen. Pass.
On 1st down, Darnold, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
12 yards there and a first down. Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. This is McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big gas. Alert 3.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got it. Yeah, lady. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline now for the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Redskins 31, Jets nothing. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold. incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Darnold on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Lutz's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater got his target, Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, it's Eckler. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a throw complete to Dorsett. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Wahoo. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw is Bridgewater. Left side, it's Dorsett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Rotate, spell. Mike, what? Go.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Bridgewater with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Teddy Bridgewater scoring on the sneak from a yard out. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A huge play there for Washington. 64 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Bridgewater. This will be covered about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Back now at FedEx Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold, and he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Darnold completes it and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know
that he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 2nd down, Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Come on.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You get the 6, pull it, ha. Check.
Bridgewater here to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
53 is the mic. Watch, yo, lady. Watch the screen. Ready, set.
On first down, it's Darnold. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Thomas Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Darnold, that's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. On second down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.